Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's virtual bar experience brought to you by St. Elder Artisanal Liqueurs and, of course, alongside Rhode Island Monthly. My name is Vanessa Brown. I'm the Events and Marketing Manager here at Rhode Island Monthly. Hopefully you guys are kicking off the long weekend by tuning in tonight. So Wednesday is a great night, kind of breaks up the week, and maybe some of you guys, this is your Friday. So, of course, this is all made possible by our sponsor, MS Walker. So they're a fifth-generation family-owned local business. They're located right here in Rhode Island. They're a local wine and spirit distributor. They actually produce and import their own spirits, which is super cool, and sell them nationally. So, of course, what they're doing for this series is they are donating a portion to the Rhode Island Hospitality Relief Foundation for all of you guys tuning in. So, of course, we thank you. You know, the hospitality industry, of course, has been, severely impacted by the pandemic. Although a lot of us are out of lockdown, restaurants are reopening and some are not reopening. So, a lot of those employees, their time is, they're laid off. So it's great that they're giving back to those employees, which is just incredible. So, of course, in MS Walker's portfolio, we are working with St. Elder along with some other spirits in their portfolio. So tonight is super fun. We have the Grand Mayan Triple Still Tequila that we're working with. We have a really cool giveaway for you guys tonight. So whether you picked up the spirits earlier this week, you're gonna mix along with us. We want you guys to post a photo. Maybe it's just you guys hanging out at home and you tuned in. It's all of us in the background and you're doing a selfie with us. Just post a photo, share it. We want you guys to tag at Rhode Island Monthly, at Drink St. Elder, and at Grand Mayan Tequila, because you guys can have a chance to win your own bottle of Grand Mayan that's going to live within Kai Bar for their bottle club. So Jason, our future bartender, will tell you a little bit more about the bottle club once we introduce him, but it's super cool. So don't forget to post after tuning in tonight. So I'm kind of your co-host. I'm happy to introduce your host for tonight. It is my colleague. She's our associate editor at Rhode Island Monthly. Her name is Jamie Coelho. So let's bring her in. Let's see.
Hello.
Hi, Jamie.
What's going on?
Not much.
Our fourth virtual cocktail experience.
I know, and you're actually sitting outside. It's kind of been crazy weather.
Stop. So hopefully I don't get rained on during this because it'll be kind of hard to move, but definitely enjoying this pause in the rain and thinking about margaritas in the sun. What's better?
Good. Good. That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Jamie Coelho, and I'm an associate editor at Rhode Island Monthly, where I write about all good things food and drink and lifestyle topics, and we blog a lot on our website, rimonthly.com. So this week I have a post going up about the new Wayfinder Hotel in Newport and the new restaurant going in, and I just blogged about Date Night Delivered by Bites by Bree. And we are working on print stuff too. So I got a big seafood package coming out in our August issue. So it's been really fun. And I did a bar guide earlier this year. So I really feel like I've learned a lot about the bar scene. So I'm hoping that you guys have your products at home and you're ready to mix up some cocktails, because I think we have pretty much the coolest prize we've had yet for this virtual bar experience. So MS Walker has generously supported something with our guest bartender tonight at his bar, which is Kai Bar in East Greenwich. So what you have to do is you've got to take a picture of your drink that you make using your products, the St.Elder Elderflower and the Grand Mayan Tequila, and take a picture of it, post it on Instagram, and tag at Drink St. Elder and use the hashtag St. Elder RI. That's ST Elder RI. And our guest bartender tonight, Jason Kindness, is going to explain a little bit about their bottle club, because MS Walker is going to support a bottle in the bottle club at Kai Bar with your name on it. And it's a very expensive bottle of tequila that is really good quality. So I will let Jason tell you a little bit more about that in his bar, Kai Bar, if he comes on. but make sure you do it. I already mixed up the cocktail of the night, and I'll be sipping on it a little bit later. So we see Jason on screen, but Jason, can you unmute yourself? I think you're muted. We'll give him a second. I see the St. Elder on there. There you go.
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
I can, but I don't know why the camera's up. It looks like, did you turn the camera a little bit?
I didn't change it. No, but you're sideways on me too.
Oh, okay. So maybe our viewers are seeing it correctly. If you're seeing me, that's better for me. So I'm not sure about the viewer experience. That's better. Let's go with that. Vanessa, does that look good?
Yes, that is. Yeah,
Better.
Jason,
Okay.
much better.
Thank you to our helpful people on the chat for helping us out with the view. But yeah, that looks pretty good. You got your products up there. So Jason, I was just telling everybody about the prize we have going tonight, which is like the best prize we've had so far. MS Walker is generously supporting a bottle for your bottle club for one winner who posts a photo of the drink that they make tonight or over the weekend, whenever, using the products that we're going to be talking about. So it's the St.Elder Elder-ita that you're going to be making. And I hope that everyone will take a photo of that and post it using those hashtags St.ElderRI and @DrinkSt.Elder. So, Jason, we're at Kai Bar right now, and you're a partner over there in East Greenwich. It's like a tiki bar, right? And you're just doing some indoor and outdoor drinks for guests. Is that right?
It is. So we opened up initially with the idea of being a tiki bar, and then the staff and myself grew such a love for tequila that we now kind of refer ourselves to a tiki bar with a tequila problem.
Ooh, well, I like tequila. What do they say about tequila? Is it 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila? What, Lord? I think I've heard that more than once, but yeah, tonight you're going to be using some of those products, and you have the bottle club over there. So can you tell us a little bit about that bottle club?
Yeah, absolutely. So when MS Walker introduced myself to the Grand Mayan tequila, which is this guy right here.
That's a nice bottle.
Yeah, obviously the packaging drew me in, but there's been a lot of sexy packaging that's been presented to me in the past, but very few where the liquid itself actually matched how handsome this was. So we thought it was a great fit. We actually put it on the shelf, and then instantly it was eye-catching enough where all of our guests were like, "What is that? What is that?"
Yeah,
and then
that's the conversation, right? Like,
yeah,
what is that?
For sure. And we talked about doing kind of like a bottle club for a while, and it just kind of this one it just kind of unfolded right at our feet. So we sold a bottle to someone, we let them write their names on it, and then before you know it, we had about 25 people who purchased their own bottle. Wow. They can keep it here, and then when they show up, we can pour them a shot. It's already paid for, obviously, at the time of purchase, so they can share it with friends. We have some people sometimes who will send me a text and be like, "Hey, there's this girl there I want to impress, and I have bottle number 4, so can you please pour her a shot from there?" And so we do that. It's pretty neat, and it really kind of gets the conversation going, and people, really dig the tequila as well.
Yeah, that's how you impress a girl. I can. Sounds good to me. But yeah, so we are happy to have you here, and thank you for participating tonight, and thank you to MS Walker for supporting this awesome prize. So hopefully people will get into it and get. So we're gonna be doing like a little poll too for our viewers. So before we do the poll, I want to remind everyone we have that chat down there. So if you have any questions as Jason's making the drinks tonight, or any questions about the products we're using, just use that chat function, and I'll check it periodically, and we'll get your questions answered. Vanessa, you gonna kick off the poll for us?
Yeah, so speaking of margaritas and what we're going to be making tonight, basically all the names for cocktails, of course, they have to come from somewhere. So we basically want to see if you guys know where the name margarita gets its name from. So I'm going to launch this poll for you guys. So, I mean, Jay, of course, we were kind of talking about it earlier. There's so much conspiracy and there's different stories on, you know, where you thought it came from, what my answer, what I have. I mean, people are voting now, but I'm curious. So the few options I remember were, so from the actress Rita Hayworth's stage name, from the name of the restaurant at the Agua Caliente racetrack in Tijuana, or from the popular Daisy cocktail. So what do you think, Jay?
What do I think? Oh boy. You know, it's funny, we were talking yesterday because the folklore of cocktails and the name and even what the first cocktail is very widely argued. I'm gonna go with the third one from the popular Daisy cocktail.
All right. We still got a few people voting. I'll give you guys another second or so. Some votes are still coming in.
I can cheat because I took the poll the other day, so I know the answer.
Well, don't say it. People are still voting. All right.
So Jason, tell us, is that your real name, Jason Kindness, or is that a stage name?
So Jason Kindness is actually my real name. It is of Irish descent. You know, when I was a kid, it was kind of a real pain in the ass last name to have, you know, and still to this day, people ask me all the time, but I realized after time that it's actually pretty much the coolest name that could possibly be given. And it's a lot to live up to as well. So.
And I think you do live up to that from what I've seen so far.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you.
All right, so let's see, 65% of you guys chose option B, so coming from the racetrack in Tijuana. We had 35% say it comes from the Daisy cocktail. No one voted for the first one, so
wow.
Shocking. I know. So what my answer, what I have is actually, so kind of during the Prohibition era, you know, Americans would go down to Tijuana and ask for the Daisy cocktail, which is usually some type of liquor with citrus and another type of liqueur, so typically an orange liqueur. So they would put tequila as their spirit with an orange liqueur, with lime as their citrus, and it would be the margarita. So of course, Daisy in Spanish means margarita. So that is what we have for you guys. All right, so Jason, you are gonna kick it off with the Elder-ita.
Yeah, this one's really simple. I actually mixed it up right before this, but I'm gonna see if you do it, if I did it right now. So go to it.
You know, it is simple. And a lot of times when you see people do cocktail demonstrations or whatnot, it's cool, it's entertaining, but I feel like a lot of people at home don't feel comfortable. They feel like they don't have the tools or whatnot as far as making something happen like this. So the margarita is a really simple cocktail. In this case, we're gonna swap out the triple sec for St. Elder. The really cool thing about this spirit is actually made in Boston using all natural ingredients, and it's readily available in a lot of the local liquor stores. So basically, kind of the anatomy of a cocktail. You have your base spirit, which is kind of the predominant spirit. In this case, it is tequila. You have your mixer, which can be soda water or fresh citrus, and then you have what is called the modifier. The modifier is kind of usually like a liqueur or a syrup that kind of modifies the flavor of the whole cocktail. In this case, instead of triple sec, we're going to go with the St. Elder here, which I might add is kind of one of the most user-friendly spirits that I've come across.
Yeah.
In all of my years of bartending. So let's get started off here. We're going to start off with our beautiful Grand Mayan tequila. Now, most people don't have, a jigger at home. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can do this. In this case, I find most people have at least a shot glass at home. So this is going to be 2 ounces of the Grand Mayan tequila. So I'm going to get this loaded up here once and twice. So we've got our base spirit here, which is, tequila, maybe the most important part of this guy here. Now we're going to go 1 ounce of St. Elder. Now, if you're making this for like a bunch of people or you're making a big batch of it, don't necessarily worry about the ounces so much as the proportions. Okay, so you could be using a pint if you want. And when we're using 2 ounces of tequila and 1 ounce of St. Elder, just go 2 and
so
1.
You double it. Yeah. So if you want to make
exactly.
It's like any recipe, right? So that's cool. Can you fit that much liquor in like a shaker though, if you're making 2 drinks?
Yeah, why not?
I like overflow it and spill it everywhere. But
All right, then go ahead, Jamie.
I was gonna ask you why the tequila is triple distilled. Why does that make it a more quality spirit?
Well, the distillation process is a process in which all spirits are made. So basically, everything starts off as either a beer or a wine, which is either a fermented grain or a fruit in a liquid. So the distillation process separates the actual alcohol content from that liquid. Now, involved in this process is a lot of like harmful, toxins and whatnot. So what the distillation does is it separates a lot of those. To keep it simple, basically, with certain types of distillation, like this guy is distilled in a pot still. The more times you distill it, it tends to clarify it a little bit, make it more clean tasting spirit. So,
cool. So go to it then.
Okay, awesome. And then in this case, we're going to use a ½ ounce of fresh lime juice. Now, a lot of times people go with the sour mix or whatever they might find in the liquor store. Get yourself some limes, okay? Really simple, squeeze them. So again, we went 2 parts our tequila, 1 part our St. Elder. Now we're going to do a ½ part of fresh lime juice.
How many limes do you have to?
Yeah, fresh lime is really potent. So that's why we're doing just a little bit of it.
Okay.
Now you'll notice there's one main component of this beverage that I have not added yet. Okay. What is it?
Ice.
Ice, correct.
I'm paying attention. See? I didn't fail.
You've done a good job. Maybe we can arrange for you to get a bottle in the bottom club. Who knows? We'll see. So we get the ice in there. If you're pouring over ice, the dilution process is speeding up. So we want to introduce the ice the last moment as possible. Okay. So we're going to cap this guy up and give it a really good shake.
See, what I did wrong is I added the ice first and then the spirits when I made mine. So.
Beautiful. We got a glass here. Okay. All right. And even in the process of pouring your beverage into the glass, I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to add fresh ice into this beverage as well.
You don't reuse the ice like I did. Okay.
You know what? It depends. The bigger the ice, the less it'll dilute. So in this case, we've got some smaller ice here, so we're going to use some fresh ice in the process, okay? Take a beautiful lime wheel, and then
that's gorgeous.
We are good to go.
I have mine that I made earlier too.
Cheers, cheers, lovely.
I'm gonna take a sip, and then I'm gonna answer some of these questions real quick.
All right, perfect. Oh, that's delicious. I can taste that.
So, do you want to do the poll first, or should I answer have some questions answered first? Do you think?
I will pop in, and then while we're kind of going through waiting for some answers, you can pop on some questions. So,
okay, that sounds good.
Speaking of tequila, again, Jason and I'm gonna call you Jay. It's too weird to say your full name. You're Jay.
We go way back.
I know. So we were talking about, again, another conspiracy theory, but not really. I guess basically Jay will kind of go into more in depth about how, rules and regulations have changed for spirits, year after year. So we want to ask you guys true or false questions. So does tequila must be made with 100% blue agave? So let me get that question up for you guys. So basically, do you guys think that all tequila is made with 100% blue agave? True or false? Everyone's pretty quick to answer this one, which is good.
I think it's easy, but it's actually not. It's a little bit more. Huh. So someone asked what the hashtags were. So the hashtag is #ST_ElderRI. So St. Elder RI. And then you want to tag @drink St. Elder for your photos. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to post one just for fun. So you can see what that looks like too. And I think they're on the graphic we're going to put on at the end as well.
Yeah, there'll be a subtle and gentle reminder at the end for you guys. So to stick around and tune in for another minute or two.
Yep, and right there, there's all the tags that you can tag. So there's @drink St. Elder, @RI Monthly, tag us, and tag Grand Mayan Tequila as well. And then someone will win an awesome prize that I will be very jealous of.
All right, so you guys are doing pretty good. I'm going to stop the poll right now, and let's see, most of you guys are right. So 71% said false. So of course, everyone has that horrific story of tequila nights and bad tequila. So basically, there's a reason for that. So it's false. So not all tequila is 100%
Called Spring
agave.
Break 2003. Okay. I will not reveal any more details.
So basically, tequila can be called tequila if it has at least 51% of blue agave. The rest can be, you know, other sugar fillers like cane or corn, something along the lines of that. So, you know, for higher quality tequila, you want to look on the label for that 100% blue agave. So Jay, you were saying something, I mean, kind of just the, you know, kind of like the basis for all spirits. So I'm going to let you take it away.
Yeah, it was kind of really an interesting question because, well, the agave itself has to be blue agave. And to kind of go off a little bit on the side here is that tequila is actually a type of mezcal, okay? So all tequila is mezcal, but not all mezcal is tequila. So it has to be made with the blue agave plant. And like Vanessa was saying, make sure that you've got this 100% de agave on there, like this awesome Grand Mayan spirit, and then you should be in the clear. If you see a tequila that costs like $9 a bottle, steer clear, man.
Not a good idea.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Tequila takes a while to produce. The average agave plant takes about 7 years to mature. So that's really kind of a long time that goes into, you know, producing the spirit, but it is well worth it, I assure you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. So now, Jay, you're going to give us your spin on another tequila cocktail.
Yeah, this is a riff on the drink. Let's see how you make it. A little bit more involved.
Yeah, basically, like, you know, I tell people a lot of times you can take the proportions and the fundamentals from other cocktails and just kind of swap out the ingredients. Now, the St.Elder really kind of, like we mentioned before, plays well with swapping out for other modifiers. In this case, I figured we would take a few components of ingredients that are becoming more and more plentiful to us in this season and incorporate them into this cocktail. So we're gonna use, one of my favorite ingredients to use in cocktails is basil. Basil is awesome, it's super fresh and bright. So we're gonna break up a little bit of this right here and also incorporate some cucumber, okay? So
Lots of gardens, just pull it right out of their garden, right?
that's it, yeah, most definitely. And also when you're using a good spirit, you don't wanna mask that at all. You still want the spirit to be the star of the show, so a little bit of background freshness goes a long way. So this, we're going to use the Grand Mayan still. We're also going to use a couple other components. But when you are muddling something, it's a good idea to have a little bit of liquid involved. So in this case, we're going to take some of that St.Elder, okay, and we're going to use 3/4 of an ounce. Get that in here, and then we're going to break out our muddler here. Now, I know a lot of you people don't have one of these guys at home. Use the back end of the spoon, use whatever you've got. All you want to do is kind of open up these ingredients just a little bit, and you don't have to like twist and go crazy. I kind of tell people, you kind of use it like you're shifting a car. Just open it up a little bit.
And that just gets the herbal flavor to come out more.
Totally. If someone's handling basil or mint 5 feet away from you, you can smell it.
Oh yeah, it's more than the taste, it's the scent too, right?
Awesome. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to open it up a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to get our friend Grand Mayan back here. We're going to put 1.5 ounces of this guy in here. I like my drinks a little bit in the boozy side personally. Okay. And now,
who doesn't? I mean, I love a heavy pour, Jason. Is that what your butler like?
Right? We got some fresh squeezed grapefruit juice here. A lot of people think grapefruit juice, they think tart, okay? If you haven't squeezed some fresh grapefruit juice, specifically ruby red, you gotta check it out. This is actually kind of a sweeter side of things here. So we're gonna go 1.5 ounces of this guy right here as well.
And what's cool is St.Elder also has like a grapefruit flavored one called pamplemousse too, right? So that's grapefruit.
It does. Yeah, they got the pamplemousse, which is very grapefruit forward, and they also released a blood orange one.
That one's
last year.
boozier, I heard.
Phenomenal. Yeah, phenomenal. So they're doing really good work, and it's nice that local people are making really good products as well.
Make
So
sure
we
all
are
just
involved
buy
here.
one of those. All right, so what are you doing now? You've got the ice in there.
Got our ice in there. We've still
Okay.
got the cucumber, the basil, all of that in there.
Okay.
So we're gonna give this kind of a quick shake. I'll tell you why. It's because we still want to use this shaken ice, and you know, in this particular instance, because I want this basil and this cucumber to be in here. This will continue to open up. Now, the cool thing about making a cocktail, you leave a little bit of room in here, okay? And then you give it a try, and you see, is it sweet enough? Is it not sweet enough? In this case, I've tested this drink a few times. I know it's pretty sweet, it's pretty concentrated, so it can afford adding a little bit of soda water to this.
Oh, just a dash of that.
A lot of people, yeah, they kind of overlook that. Add a little bit of soda water to a drink. It's going to not only brighten it up, but it's going to dilute it just a little bit so you can enjoy more of them. Now, what I'm doing here is I've got a grapefruit. Let's get this guy involved right here. A lot of people think a twist is actually like a wedge, but it's actually taking the rind of fruit.
How did you get that off? Was that a peeler, or what did you do?
Like a simple vegetable peeler.
Oh, easy. Oh, I have one of those. Okay.
And even if, yeah, most people do. Even while you're peeling it, a lot of oils get expressed, so you can do it over the cocktail like this.
Okay.
And the oils that are in the peel of the citrus are some of the most strong tasting components of any fruit. And then you take it, you put it over a cocktail, and then I'm gonna pinch it real quick, express a bunch of oils, kind of put it over here.
It's funny that cocktails are so much more than the taste. It's the scent. It's everything. You know, it's the presentation. So
Totally. So what I did here is I took the actual rind, I wrapped it up, I put it on a toothpick, and then I took the other components of a cocktail, which is the cucumber and the basil. And we put them right on top of here.
Fancy. That's your garnish right there.
We've got a beautiful cocktail.
That is gorgeous. And do you?
Happy July.
I know. I still have my other one, so I'm gonna cheers to you. So I don't have like a good glass, but at least it's support local. Cheers.
Yeah.
Now, is your bar, Kai Bar, gonna serve these drinks, or are you gonna put them on the menu at all? Or
Absolutely. We're gonna throw these guys in the menu, and also one of our top-selling cocktails in our bar is the Bartender's Choice. So James, you walk into a bar and you're like, I want to drink tequila tonight. I want something that's not too sweet, maybe a little bit on the tart side, and I'm allergic to strawberries.
oh no, that'd be horrible. Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and whip you up something on the spot. So we do a ton of that, and we get different fresh ingredients in all the time.
You just go to the bar and say what you like, and you'll make me a drink catered to me.
Absolutely, or ask us what we've got going on that's fresh, and we'll make something up for you here at Kai Bar in East Greenwich, Rhode Island, right on Main Street.
Yeah, and you're a partner over at Kai Bar, and then you also own Slice & Co., which is a pizza place where you can get slices or order takeout pizza too, right? So
it
both
is,
in East Greenwich?
So we opened up Kai Bar a little over 3 years ago. There was a need, I feel, on the street for some late night snacking. So there was an opportunity across the street for a pizza place that closed down. So we went in, I purchased that, opened it up with a couple of friends who have since moved on. I held on to it, and we created a New York style thin crust pizza that is open till 1 a.m. So we get them drinks here all night, and we serve them over there. A lot of people are calling us some of the best pizza in the state. We make our dough from scratch every day. We use a lot of the best ingredients, and we hand stretch the dough, make your pizza to order. So a lot of funky stuff. Check out our website, sliceandcompany.com.
That's a smart business model.
It
Drinks and then
is.
snacks afterwards. I could
It
tell.
is. It
East
is.
Greenwich is a cool town too, so.
Yeah, it's totally cool. It's kind of blowing up. There's a lot of neat things opening up here, and there's a really great clientele here that's open to experience creativity. So that's great.
Yeah, and I like it too because it's not just like a young crowd. You also have your upscale professional crowd, and you could be a little bit older and still go out and have a good time. So.
For sure. Yeah.
So, Yeah, so I thank you so much for joining us today. Those drinks look amazing. I did a pretty decent job on this, but now I learned ice goes in afterwards, and then use new ice when you're filling the glass. So I did learn something today.
It helps.
And yeah, it looks like we don't have any other questions. So I'm just going to remind people again to take a picture of your that you made and then post it to Instagram or Facebook, wherever, and tag at Drink St. Elder and use the hashtag St. Elder-ri. You can see all of that information right here on our screen. And I believe the recipes will also be posted. So you can make it at home and pick up the products. I got the St.Elder Elderflower today at my local liquor store, and it was like 15 bucks. It's super affordable. And all of a sudden I feel like a great bartender, because usually I'm mixing with just whatever juice my kids have hanging around the house. So this is good. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, MS Walker. Thanks, St. Elder, and of course, Grand Mayan as well for featuring them tonight. So don't forget to post your photo. We want to see them with your drinks, and hopefully you'll check out Kai Bar and Slice & Co. because yes, their pizza is literally amazing. I have to give it to you, Jay, and say that. Cool. So thank you so much, guys, and tune in next week. So next Wednesday night at 7 p.m. We'll be back here again. New bartender, new recipe.
Hopefully
Bye,
someone
guys.
will win that bottle at Kai Bar.
Yeah,
And
come on.
share it with me. So see. Just kidding. Okay, thank you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.